Well, hello, and welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 34. I'm Kier.
And I'm Leash, and welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Welcome back.
Hi!
Yeah, we actually came back like a week after our last
Welcome to the pod. We're back on schedule.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
We're feeling good.
Yeah.
Energized.
Energetic tonight. More energetic than usual.
Yeah, lots of good stuff happening in the WWE universe.
That's true.
Giving us lots of content to talk about.
Yeah, well, tonight we're going to be doing a quick recap of Smackdown from this past Friday, Raw from this past Monday, and then we're going to do some predictions for Wrestlepalooza,
The Palouse.
the newest PLE of WWE.
The ESPN kickoff.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
We won't be watching it on ESPN.
No, it won't.
No, because we don't live in the United States.
Canucks get the Netflix advantage.
We're lucky.
Yeah, well, it's one thing.
Yeah, but that'll be good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we'll do, and I guess we'll roll right into it.
Let's get after it.
Okay. So, Smackdown from this past Friday. We opened that show with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Tell me.
I'm always shocked when I hear Brock Lesnar talk. Like he's one of those guys, like his voice just doesn't suit his body.
You did say that while we were watching. You were like, he doesn't sound as intimidating as he looks.
No, he really doesn't. He has this kind of soft, like, I don't know, childlike voice.
Yeah.
And he's like the most menacing looking guy on earth. With this
he is.
tiny voice. It's kind of like Mike Tyson that way. Not quite as drastic.
Okay, well, yeah, Mike Tyson's voice is much more childlike than Brock Lesnar's is. But, I mean, this whole promo ended up being very comical, which it was not intended to be because he is very menacing and intimidating. But
No, we got some laughs though.
We got some laughs. We actually, I don't often film while we watch. We should more, but I don't often think to. But I did get a filmed reaction of when this happened because I was able to post it to our TikTok. But it was pretty funny.
It was.
Brock Lesnar comes out. R-Truth interrupts his opening promo. Calling himself Ron Cena and defending John Cena. And Brock Lesnar attacks him with an F5, but as he does it, he rips open the back of his jeans. Immediately, we were like, "Oh, he ripped his jeans." Yep.
Yeah, he handled it well. He really did.
He
owned the moment.
Though. I mean, he just he looked angry as soon as he did it. You could see him reach around the back and feel, and then just a big smile. And he looked out of the crowd. He's like, "I ripped my pants."
Yeah. He had a couple of kind of more laughy moments earlier with R-Truth though too, because R-Truth comes out and he thinks that he's like come to attack him or something, and he's just like, "I just wanted to welcome you back." And he just starts laughing. Like, Truth is just too funny not to laugh at.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the pants splitting thing was pretty hilarious. He starts kind of like doing a bit of a jig in the rings, sits his butt on the ropes to give people a good look. Like, it was pretty funny. He owned the moment for sure.
I liked it. For somebody who hasn't seen much of Brock Lesnar, because for the time that we've been watching it, he hasn't been on TV wrestling. So I haven't seen too much of him in WWE. And what I have seen now this summer has been very serious. So this was a little bit of a change in it. Yeah. It warmed me up to him a little bit.
Oh, that's good. You're not going to get much warmer next weekend when you watch him try to destroy Cena.
I know. Yeah.
He's only got like 5 more after Palooza, I think, right?
Yeah.
Appearances?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see Cena get beat up by Brock Lesnar.
No.
But I don't know. How do you bring him back? I mean, we're going to talk predictions later, but yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look good for John.
We'll dive into it. We'll dive into it a little bit more after. Next we had the United States Championship match, Sami Zayn versus Rey Fenix. This is, due to Sami Zayn's open challenge.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sammy.
Yeah.
You got to create this throwaway match every week or every other week. It seems now we're going to get these silly things.
No interest in this at all.
No.
But anyways, Sami Zayn retained after a haluva kick. I don't know that that's a big shocker to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, not thrilling, but it happened.
It did.
Next, we were supposed to have B-Fab versus Julia. Also, but the match never officially started. Julia and Kiana James attacked B-Fab, and Michin came in to make the save with a kendo stick.
Yep.
So no match happened. Nothing ever happened.
Which is just
no contest, but I mean, it didn't even really start. So
par for the course with Julia's title reign. It seems
Julia doesn't wrestle anyway, so
she just gets to have the belt without
what
wrestling
a convenient
anyway.
way for them to make her not wrestle.
I mean, I get a lot of flack for not showing enough love to the NXT crowd, I guess, but I don't know. In this circumstance, like I get people grinding my gears over Stephanie Vaquer as time's going on. I'm understanding a little bit more. I do think, the push is maybe a little premature, but that's something else. But with Julia, like you gave her a belt on like her second or third match, and then just let her sit on it for a quarter of the year.
That's
like,
right,
doing nothing.
The comparison it's vastly different. I mean, Stephanie Vaquer is out there having lots of matches, proving herself. For people that didn't really watch her in NXT, we're being sold on her, I think, as we go here, growing to like her. Julia hasn't done anything. We never see her. So
No, we got the one match against Michin where her little lackey interfered, like just absurd stuff. It's really disappointing to me, to be honest, because that belt is beautiful for one.
Yeah.
It's it like might be the nicest belt in WWE.
Yeah.
It was an exciting thing to have with Chelsea winning it. It felt kind of cool, and then it was an exciting thing. They're screwing it up.
Yeah.
They're screwing it up right now. I feel like basically they need to get this belt off of her right away and get it on somebody with far more relevance.
The momentum has completely halted. We had Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega? Are those the only two other holders of it thus far?
Julia took it off Zelina, which I don't get.
Zelina's deserved it. Like Zelina Vega would have been great to hold that title for a while. They gave it to Julia and then didn't do anything. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it's very confusing.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't want to gear up storylines around all the belts.
Yeah.
And if it's because you don't love who's holding them, well, then change it.
Yeah. Find someone else.
Use your Monday Night Raw, your Friday Night Smackdown to create enough story and get those belts switching hands, and then create some compelling storylines with big stars if that's what needs to happen. But those belts need to mean more.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I think that, and we have enough stars that they're not doing enough with. So, you've got plenty of fish in that sea.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And, if it's because the title is perceived as mid-card and shouldn't have certain stars going after it, I feel like Becky kind of threw that away by becoming the IC champ and being such a badass with it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on, all the belts can be big.
Yep.
They can all be big deals.
They can.
Let's go.
Let's do it. WWE, we are open for hire. Next, we had the WWE Women's Championship match, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. They had a double count out on this match after Jade Cargill slammed Tiffany Stratton through the timekeepers area. And Nia Jax showed up for I guess, post-match attack.
Post-match attack.
Post-match attack.
She sure did.
Yeah. And she came out. I love that Nia came out. We were like, get it. Get in there. Build up Nia's storyline. Yeah.
We're Nia fans.
She came in and dominated. And I love that. I mean, I love Tiffany Stratton, but I still think Nia Jax needs to be in the mix. So
I think she's a necessary evil within, the WWE universe. I think she's really good with the mic. She's just wicked. And she's a really good character that adds a lot of believability to her being, borderline unbeatable if they want to run a storyline like that. There's just a lot they can do with her, and they can make somebody else look amazing by beating her, So there's a lot of opportunity with somebody like her around, and I'm a big fan. So good to see her back. But the big thing with this match was...
Yeah, well, I do have this noted in the social to talk about because there was something else, but I'll bring up what happened. So, there's a moment where Jade Cargill's been knocked out of the ring into the side. Tiffany Stratton climbs up on the top rope and goes to do basically a backflip off the top rope to land on Jade Cargill. But Jade Cargill's not hitting her spot. She's not where she's supposed to be, and Tiffany Stratton takes a hard fall, and it looks like she smashes the back of her head off of the floor.
Well, I mean, she's jumping off the top rope. So, I mean, we got to think, 12 to 15 feet from where she's, reaching in the air to the come down. She lands on her feet after a backflip, but then just aggressively smashes her head back. And what the reason I wanted to talk about this at this stage is different than what we're going to talk about later. But it's actually about Jade and how I feel like I really, really want to be a big Jade fan.
Yeah.
I really do. I think she's everything, aesthetically that you'd want from a warrior, that you're cheering for. And I don't mind her mic skills either. I think she's decent with the mic. I think there's some work to be done there, but she's decent. But her in-ring ability after a year or more is still lacking.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of on display fairly regularly, like it's pretty concerning stuff, I think.
Yeah.
They're putting her in there with massive talents like Tiffany, who's only 23 years old. Like, if Tiffany got hurt to the point where she couldn't wrestle anymore, that's a pretty tragic thing. She's still got, 15, 20 years of career in front of her if she keeps healthy. So, you hear people talk about it all the time. The trust factor is huge. I don't think these girls are going to be trusting Jade.
No. And I mean, earlier in the year, they did talk about her being pulled back. Remember, she was kind of pulled a bit. She wasn't in the ring as much because they had said that they were going to do a little more training with her. That's what the rumor was, that she wasn't doing as well. And I think we felt the same way. We're like, she just kind of sucks in the ring. After that, we have come to root for her, like you said, because she's just this, like we say it every time, action figure, but like she's chiseled and she looks huge and she looks like she could take any woman that's in WWE.
Yeah.
And she looks tough. We like that. But yeah, I don't know. She's just not there yet. It's really dangerous. If these stars aren't hitting their marks and doing what they're supposed to do, if the opponent's not doing what they're supposed to do, you can do everything you're supposed to do and you still could end up injured. So, yeah, it kind of sucks.
It's really tricky though, right? Because you know that Paul and the creative team are thinking the same thing. Like, Jesus, like we need you to be good.
She's perfect. Yeah.
Like you're
in every other way. Yeah.
But yeah, like we can't take these risks, like, or do we?
Yeah.
I don't know. Where is that line?
Well, it'll take enough people complaining if she's not improving at all, I don't know.
Always heard stories about the Ultimate Warrior being really shitty like that, like getting people hurt. But I guess Vince was just like, "You are my cash cow.
Yeah.
Get in there,"
Vince McMahon seems like them,
Things were different.
If anybody was going to have less morals on pushing the envelope on people getting hurt, it likely was.
Yeah. Well, and that was also back in like the working 350 days a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Era. I mean, I know they still work crazy amounts of days, but it's not like that anymore.
No. All right, we must move on.
Moving on.
Next, we had Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This was the main event of SmackDown.
Wow.
Drew McIntyre. You have some stuff to say about this, so I'll let you get to it. But I will say that Drew McIntyre won this with Claymore after a referee distraction. Post-match, I don't know if we would consider this a post-match attack, really, but post-match save. I don't know.
Post-match save.
Post-match save. I don't have a graphic for that. Cody Rhodes returns, attacking Drew McIntyre and challenging him to a match at Wrestlepalooza.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We were so excited Cody came back.
Knew he was going to be at Wrestlepalooza.
Yeah.
Paul let that cat out of the bag a few weeks ago saying that he was going to be appearing, but we didn't know in what capacity. Yeah. So pretty exciting. We're Drew McIntyre fans. Yeah. But again, the story of this match is the botch from Drew. I mean, he slams Randy Orton and gets his legs, whacks his legs off the ring or the ropes rather. And I guess he didn't like that. I don't know if that's like something that hurts real bad or what. Like, I don't know, but he flipped. He kind of broke character and said some things that some people's cameras picked up, and he was pretty angry. 25 years, never had anybody slam me into the rope, something like that. It says a couple of, curse words.
I was wondering, watching it back with you, I was wondering if maybe the issue is that, as they're slamming you down, you got to come down a certain way to take the fall properly to not injure yourself. And I wonder if hitting his legs off the rope kind of changed the way he was able to fall. And
perhaps, maybe like hit his hip or something.
We know he has a bad back. He's always,
He
I'm
sure
always
acts like
scared for him. Yeah, he does. And I'm scared all the time.
Yeah. She is.
God,
she loves you, Randy.
I do. I get sad when he's seemingly injured. But anyways, yeah, I mean, he definitely is screaming and he looks mad. And
yeah. I mean, they got through it. He starts walking up the ramp like he's going to leave. And Drew's looking confused, like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. And, figures it out because he starts talking shit to him. They make their way back into the ring, yada, yada. Match ends, as you said. But, it's all about the drama for me.
It certainly could have been real, okay? But Triple H is getting fast and loose with the way that he does things, okay?
He sure is.
He is.
Well, and that's kind of...
What if now, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, match at Wrestlepalooza, this is a great opening for some reason Randy Orton interferes in that match.
Yeah.
Because he's mad about what happened with Drew and the botch and stuff, right? So this could be a setup. It could be completely part of storyline.
Potentially, yep. Is it a title match?
Oh, sorry. I don't... Did I say that?
No, I'm asking.
Oh. I have it in my notes. I believe it is, yeah.
Huh. Well, then you got to figure some kind of interference is going to happen. I don't know if Cody's going to beat Drew clean.
Yeah, match for the Undisputed Championship. Yep, it's a title match.
Well, he's sure not going to lose it. Not after winning it back off Cena, so recently.
I wouldn't think, but I mean, Randy Orton might get in there and help him, so.
Well, that's, that just feeds my notion that he's going to keep the belt.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think that the drama is heating up.
Yeah.
I like it. Whether it's real, whether it's fake, I am here for it.
Yeah, it's very entertaining. Next, we're going to roll into Raw.
All right.
Monday Night Raw, we opened with a John Cena promo.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still kind of reeling from the quick heel shift.
Yeah. I mean, people don't care. They're just excited, John Cena, woohoo. And I am too. Like, I'm happy just to see him. Whether he's, I'm probably more happy to see him that he's positive, but you're right. Like, the quick turn is still confusing.
Well, this promo was just like over the top babyface, like babyface to the extreme promo. Yeah, okay. Right. Like, I just milking it. And, I'm just thinking, like, literally, like 2 months ago, you were telling everyone you hate them.
Yeah.
And you're taking your belt and going home.
He's just having a bad day.
And we're still just supposed to buy that, like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to forget about me, and I got cranky.
Yeah. It is odd. Yeah.
Okay. Everything's fine now, though.
Whatever.
Anyways, yeah. That aside, it was a good promo. He said a bunch of stuff. Tell him what he said.
Well, I just a lot of it was just him talking about, Brock Lesnar being scary, and he acknowledged that he's afraid of Brock Lesnar, but vowed to never quit. He talks about, hustle, loyalty, respect. Is that what it is?
That's the stuff.
Yeah. Just a lot of amp it up stuff about never giving up and, that kind of thing. And just that, Brock is obviously a formidable opponent and he's going to go there and give it his all. So he could give up, he's only got however 5 appearances left and he could just say no and not have the match, but he's going to do it anyway. And,
Yeah. Says, Brock's been doing this to him for 20 years.
Yeah.
Coming and attacking him, challenging him to a match, and he's stood up to him a number of times in the past, and he'll do it again.
Yeah. 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 So just amping up, hyping his Wrestlepalooza match with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Again, I'm worrisome for John.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It don't look good.
I don't know how he's going to win that one, but I don't see him losing, but I don't know how he's going to win
You see them handing Brock a loss in his first match back after 2 years away?
I know.
That'd be some CM Punk shit right there.
We'll get to it in predictions, okay? I got to think about it a bit more. Next, we had Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. So during this, Raquel Rodriguez is there. She's ejected early for interference. Roxanne Perez ends up losing to Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria wins with the Nightwing, but there is another post-match attack.
Post-match attack.
Post-match attack. And the Judgment Day.
Raquel comes back to the ring.
Yeah, they come back. They attack Lyra Valkyria.
Giving her a beating.
And we get a Bayley return, a confusing Bayley return. She comes and beats up the Judgment Day.
Yeah, like whoops both their asses.
And Lyra's like, what the hell is going on? I thought, you hated me. And she's like, kind of turns on her. But she doesn't do anything. She runs out of the ring to the commentators, gives them all a big hug. Huggy Bayley.
Hugs Alicia Taylor, the ring announcer.
Yeah, Alicia Taylor, too.
Hugs
a bunch of crowd members.
Guy,
referee, hugs everybody. And they're like, Bayley's back.
Hugger Bayley, apparently.
Also in the ring, before she approaches Lyra Valkyria, she's holding her head, the voices in her head are talking to her. So I think she's just a jumble of all of her characters right now. She's got that multiple personality going on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. It's what was the other term?
Dissociative something.
Yeah.
Disorder.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the one.
Something like that. Yeah, she's got Hugger Bayley, she's got, Evil Bayley, and I don't know, this regular Bayley that we've had for the last year. I guess they're all in there.
Yeah.
They're having their way.
And later in the show, there is a backstage promo where Lyra goes looking for her to kind of thank her for stepping in. But as she approaches her dressing room, Bayley's screaming in there, seemingly talking to herself because it's just her voice back and forth.
Yeah, 2 of the personalities arguing with each other.
Exactly. So it is making it seem like that's what's going on. She's got the multiple personalities in her head. Lyra decides to head into the dressing room and Bayley just loses it on her.
Yeah. Snaps.
Yeah.
Kicks her out.
Yeah. So, I don't know. More to come on that.
Yeah.
You don't love it, eh?
I'm a Bayley fan and I just find this a little wonky. Yeah.
Not something they needed to do with her character, maybe. I think she was popular enough doing what she was doing.
You get how does stuff like this come up in creative? Right?
Yeah.
They're sitting around and they go, "Oh, I got it."
Yeah.
We're gonna make Bayley have multiple personality disorder. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
How do you think you do that on a live
They have
show?
to do new and interesting stuff. I get it. They can't have somebody go too long doing the same thing. But I don't know.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. I might have been okay with another heel turn.
This specific
but this
idea
is kind of weird, I could buy into some of this Wyatt Six stuff, okay, you that kind of dark side stuff.
Bayley
I'm okay
maybe
with that.
pitched it. She was like, I've been good. I've been bad. Let's make me both.
I think what really, not bad. I can see how that goes. I think what really bothered me was more. No, I'm bothered by all of it.
Okay.
No. I was going to try and dissect it. I think the promo where you could hear
Yeah, that was weird.
the voices.
Why would we hear the voices?
It doesn't happen like
the
that.
conversation in the dressing room makes more sense than that.
Yeah, for sure. That's viable. But like we're just hearing the voices in a video. Like that was for me. That really turned me off. But it's not just the only thing. It's all of it. I don't like it.
All right. Well,
I mean, if this is real, then she needs help, right? We're not just going to be entertained by it.
That's right. Yeah.
Somebody help her.
Next, we had Penta versus Kofi Kingston.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't know what they're going to do with Judgment Day that's going to get me excited. Not Judgment Day, sorry, New Day.
Yeah.
The other day. It's, like, and again, there's Penta's 4 sweet moves on display, but again, with one of the New Day guys. And, he's probably going to wrestle Grayson Waller next week. I don't know. I think we even talked about this. Probably very similar dialogue around what's happening with this. Like, just do something better.
Yeah.
And they're a tag team. Why not pursue a tag team story?
For sure, yeah.
Why are you messing around with Penta? Give Penta a better opponent.
I don't know, but we do need more interesting stuff in the tag division a lot of the time. So, yeah, I don't disagree with that. But didn't care much for this, for sure. Next we had CM Punk and AJ Lee face to face with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in the ring.
Boy, was this a win for me.
Yeah, so cool. So we have some. I'm gonna let you tell this one in a second. I'll lead you into it, okay? Because I feel like I loved it too, but you were so excited about it.
Yeah.
So we have some verbal sparring. Leading up to their Wrestlepalooza match. They have a mixed tag match coming up. They're going back and forth. Seth Rollins, kind of, with AJ Lee having some comebacks, goes at her and says, I've, never hit a woman, or I never would hit a woman or something like that. But luckily I have someone who can, and stands there seemingly waiting for Becky Lynch to step in. And she's looking around like,
yeah,
who are you talking to?
She nailed it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, when he says, I've got somebody who will, and she's just like, who you got? Oh man, it was great. And yeah, that sort of leads to them having this very public argument in front of 15,000 people and CM Punk and AJ Lee. And Seth says some nasty stuff to Becky, and she decides to leave and says, screw you.
Yeah.
You've done this to me twice now, blah, blah, blah. And it looks very convincingly that they've broken down. And what I should have mentioned is earlier in the promo, CM Punk says to them, like, are you guys going to even be able to get over your own egos long enough to have a chance in this match? And, can you actually work together? And, it looks like he was right. And, and assuming that they couldn't because they're breaking down, Becky's leaving the ring, they're in an argument. This does not look good for their chances at Wrestlepalooza. Well, as this is happening, Seth is in the ring and he turns around and CM Punk's right behind him. So he puts his hand to CM Punk's face and pushes him. CM Punk kind of goes at Seth, and Seth runs out of the ring and CM Punk chases him. And while that's happening, AJ Lee turns to kind of follow what was happening. Becky comes running back into the ring and gives her one of the best manhandle slams I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Looks like she's going to put her through the friggin' ring. And it just clicks immediately like, oh my God, they are the smartest people. Like, holy crap. The whole thing was a work. Everything about Seth Rollins' character since WrestleMania is just, he's ahead of everyone.
Yeah.
You think that one thing's happening and he's doing a different thing. Like, it's misdirection at its finest. Everything about this has been gold for me.
Yeah.
And I am just loving every second of it. And, you would think that it's got to go in AJ Lee and CM Punk's favor with, them getting the better of this, right before, as it usually goes that way, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's CM Punk. They're probably not going to let him win.
That's the thing. They don't give him a damn thing.
Yeah.
They just love listening to the crowd, love him more and more. They're waiting to see if he'll do another pipe bomb, basically.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it was a great, great promo. And Seth and Becky leave kind of like celebrating together and yelling. Becky's yelling. She's like, you think we're not aligned? You think we're not in this together? We're steps ahead. We're always steps ahead. It was great.
Fantastic.
It was so good. Yeah.
No, very impressed. For everything that's a miss, the wins are good enough.
Yeah.
Like, because I call out the things that I don't like, as all of us kind of wrestling content creators do. We talk about what we love and the things that we don't love. But, for all those things that we talk about being upset with, man, they keep us watching with the things we love. That's for sure.
That's right. We got to move on, even though that was probably our favorite thing that happened.
Yeah, should have closed the show with that.
Yeah, it was.
I couldn't believe that wasn't the closer.
Next, for some reason, we rolled into Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano.
Like, you had to follow that with this.
Yeah.
What?
That's when people went to the bathroom. So this was a match, a whole bunch of El Grande Americano imposters during this match. AJ Styles comes in to try to even the odds. Tons of confusion, and El Grande Americano is able to get a submission on Dragon Lee. So
yeah.
That's how that ends.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this last week too. The El Grande thing, I liked better when it was Chad Gable. I would take that back.
Yeah. It's weird with all the imposters.
I'm not even sure if that's Ludwig anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, looking at the mouth, I'm like, I don't know if it is.
They got you guessing.
Like, it was for sure for a bit, but I don't know if now they've intentionally switched it with somebody very similar to just be able to.
Yeah, well, maybe they did another switch. I don't know. Maybe it was Ludwig. They're just trying to keep you guessing. I don't know. There was people online saying they thought maybe it was Austin Theory at some point.
Definitely not Austin Theory. Because Austin Theory has a very particular build.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's not him.
Okay. I'm just saying what the people are saying is all, okay?
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not really sure, and we're not really sure we care, but we'll find out one day.
Come back, Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Come back.
We miss you.
Things I would have bet money I'd
ridiculous.
Never say. Oh my God.
Okay. Next we had Stephanie Vicaire. Is it Vacker or Vicaire?
Vicaire.
It is Vicaire. Okay.
Yeah.
I say it both ways sometimes. Stephanie Vicaire versus Kairi Sane. Stephanie Vicaire hits the Devil's Kiss in an SVP for a win. And because of all the stuff going on with Io Sky and Asuka and Kairi Sane, and Io Sky comes out, confronts Asuka at the end, kind of blocks her from attacking Stephanie Vicaire on behalf of Kairi Sane.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of a promo earlier in the night where basically like Stephanie and Io were talking.
Yeah,
and
backstage.
they were like, Stephanie says, may the best woman win, and Io says, I will.
Yeah.
Super cute. And then Asuka comes over and just starts, causing trouble with
being a
Stephanie.
Big bully.
And that's been the MO for the last few weeks, right? Just really sort of building tension, kind of going to a point where I'm going to guess that Io and Kairi are going to explode and have a feud.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of what fired this all up. So she comes out at the end all upset that Stephanie's beating Kairi, and Io has to come out and calm her down, tell her to go away, and then there's a bit of a standoff.
Yeah.
Because we've got the women's title match this weekend.
Yeah, and that's for the open title, right?
Yeah, well, that's the title. Naomi vacated title.
Yeah, Io Sky and Stephanie Vicaire.
It's like a month without somebody holding that belt.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that long.
I think from the time she vacated it till the time it's going on someone new, it'll be close to it. Anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Probably it just doesn't feel that long. Doesn't feel like that long ago. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
The main event of the night was LA Knight and Jimmy Uso versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed pins Jimmy Uso. I keep wanting to say Jey Uso every time I talk about this match. Bronson Reed pins Jimmy Uso after hitting him with a jagged edge. Post-match save attack.
Post-match save attack.
Yeah. Save attack. That's what it was. Jey Uso makes a save with a chair, saving Jimmy. Checking on Jimmy to see how he is. LA Knight kind of comes up behind him like he's going to hit him with a chair. This is kind of all payback for their little ongoing side feud they've had going on.
Yeah.
Jey Uso turns around, sees him. They kind of have like an amends of sorts where they shake hands. But then it's all pretend for LA Knight. He attacks Jey Uso and hits him with a BFT.
Yeah. To get back at Jay for last week. But, like, where does it end? Yeah. Shake hands and be done with it.
I really thought that was going to be it for a second. Too. I was like, oh, one of them's going to turn. They shook hands and I was like, oh, this is it. It's done now. We're done with this. And then LA Knight attacked him. But I mean, maybe they're going to do something new with LA Knight. Make him a heel. But they've been saying Jey Uso's going to be heel.
Good luck.
I don't know.
Good luck.
You think?
Making the crowd hate him. I mean, I guess they could probably find a way, but why?
Yeah,
He's just got them, Like,
you're right. I don't know.
That's a silly thing to do.
Exploring options.
I think turning Jay heel is more compelling. I mean, because I started thinking about it a little bit more over last week, and I thought, that this could be good. He's not great on the mic, and I think that's probably.
Well, we said that in the last episode because we did talk about this, and we said because of his mic skills, we think he would be more successful. I mean, he's wildly successful, but we think he would be more successful, character work as a heel.
He's big with the crowd, but you can see, there's only so much that they're going to do with him, right? Like Rikishi's, out there talking about it all the time. That's his dad, right? They've definitely got a lower ceiling for Jay, right? Yeah. They're only going to give him so much. But I don't know. This thing with LA Knight could be good. LA Knight's a big deal, so they're obviously pushing something there, right? But when that's going to happen, I don't know. LA Knight's going to come out and screw with somebody, obviously, on the weekend. Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it for that. Just one more notable thing that happened in that episode. Finn Balor, JD McDonough backstage questioning Dom about his connection with El Grande Americano. As that's happening, Rusev comes out and kind of confronts Dom. He goes to shake his hand and Dom's like, my hands are full. He grabs his belt.
Belt with both hands.
Yeah. Anyway, he declares himself the next Intercontinental title challenger. So we'll likely see a match with them.
Yeah. That sounds about as fun as watching paint dry for me.
Rusev is not our favorite, no.
No.
And we love Dom, and it's fun that he is a title holder.
Yeah, big time. He's two belts.
Yeah.
Dommy 2 belts now.
He is, you're right. He has the tag title too, right?
He's the AAA Mega Champion.
Oh, sorry, yeah, not tag title. That's what I meant.
AAA Mega.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Rock and Wrestling reviews on this. Give Dom all the belts.
Yeah, I know.
This guy is
so
fire.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
Do you know what turned it? It's still. We'll say it. We've said it before. I'll keep saying it. That his WrestleMania win is just so
epic.
Much. Like it was so endearing to see this guy that we've been watching not be able to speak win and be so celebrated, and just his genuine surprise at the fact that the crowd was elated for him. It's just so wonderful. I can't get over it.
It has been a full shift, right? Because all of a sudden they were like, yeah, okay, now you're in a belt picture. We want you to win. You've won. We love you. Now we chant your name.
Yeah.
Like he's like, just in that backstage promo, you could hear the crowd, dirty, dirty, dumb, dirty, dirty, dumb. Like, it's friggin' great.
He's like a kid on Christmas. Like, they love me.
It's awesome. And he's manning up to the rest of Judgment Day, and I like that. Stand your ground, Dom. Yeah. Those little Irish men can't push you around.
Yeah.
But all right. Yeah, I think as much as they've been working that angle for so long, Finn getting angry with Dom, and now he's getting tougher. They need to work something that's going to make Liv's return more compelling, because that's obviously coming up, and there's just nothing to base that on right now.
Yeah.
Nothing to make her return super exciting, right? They need to start shifting gears to make that happen.
Yeah, agreed.
I think post Wrestlepalooza, we're going to see some sort of shift in story that's going to make it seem like, she's going to come back for some reason.
Okay.
She's coming back as a face, is my prediction.
Yeah.
She's going to turn on Judgment Day because they took Roxanne in and left her in the dust.
I definitely think the Roxanne thing is going to be a big issue when she returns.
Yeah.
And it will create a divide.
Maybe she and Dom leave together because they're,
Ooh, maybe
feuding with him. Like, who knew?
It's all options. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I stand on that yet, but I do think that Liv will be probably departing the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Okay. I think next. Well, let's do our first segments, because we'll just wrap up Raw and SmackDown with that.
Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
I love when you really drag it out. Like,
you like that?
It's good. Yeah.
Nice.
For sure.
Good. I keep doing it.
Dramatic.
Top of the pop. Top of the pop. Top of the pop.
That's it. That's what we're here for.
Yep.
Pop and heat.
Yep. What do we think? I'm looking back through. I don't know. Do we count John Cena here? Because I feel like.
No.
You don't want to count him just because it's John Cena?
What else?
I think Cody's return.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know what?
That's a big one.
That's probably the top of the pop. Yeah, I would say Cody's going to get it. But I was thinking AJ Lee, still when her music hit and she and CM Punk came out together, I feel like that was still a pretty...
I think it was a big moment. I don't know that it beats Cody Rhodes' return.
I think...
we're allowed to disagree, but...
Yeah, I think Cody is the clear favorite here. Nobody knew he was coming back, right?
Yeah.
So that was a nice surprise for sure.
All right. Well, congrats, Cody Rhodes. You're top of the pop.
Happy to have you back. I missed you, man.
Yeah, we did. We missed you a lot. All right. Well, let's pick our next one in our next segment.
You suck.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat.
Yeah.
I was going to keep going, but you made me laugh. Oh, they call me the heat. Okay.
So you're going to basically do it next week, like until you can't breathe anymore.
For 4 minutes, I'm going to do that.
It's going to be a spectacle, folks. All right.
Okay. How's the heat?
Well, yeah, I think it's got to go to the Braun Brawns.
You think the Braun Brawns?
Yeah, and I think it was when they came out during that promo, with the Usos.
They do get a lot of heat. I mean, it's them, Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar, I guess, is getting probably more pop than heat. Really.
Yeah, it's not the same. People are excited to see him.
It's not genuine heat.
Yeah.
Because they're happy to have him there. Okay, I gotcha. Then I'm on board. Yep. Bronze.
Bronze. Yeah, they're getting a lot of heat. I don't think that. I mean,
Bronson Reed is getting a lot of heat. I will say that, like a surprising amount of heat.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. I think it's more for him.
Yeah.
Than because Breaker gets a lot of,
Yeah. But it's interesting because I kind of felt like he was the breakout star of the two, and like the more popular of the two, whether that's pop or heat. But I think Bronson Reed is kind of outshining him in some moments here lately.
I don't disagree. I think that together, though, they are super compelling. I think that they're menacing as hell in very different ways.
There's no need to choose.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah. Well, congrats to the Brawnies.
Where the hell's Paul Heyman, though?
The bronzed bronze.
I feel like the OTC must have really put a hurt on him, Heyman's been out for a month. I did
see an interview he did for some ESPN interview that he did. And he was just talking about Becky Lynch. And he was like, it was in character, obviously, but he was like, we had to go to plan B. He was like, Roman Reigns, tried to destroy me and hurt me, and I can't leave Seth out there on his own. So we had to get him a strong ally, and it was a whole thing.
Love it.
Yeah. So
I will say, though, I'm giving credit where credit is very due here.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't know I was going to do that.
I didn't.
She predicted this months ago that Becky was joining Vision. Yeah. I don't think I've mentioned that in any of our episodes since she has.
Maybe not since she has. We haven't talked about it.
But yeah, I mean, you called this for, when she came out with her right after WrestleMania. You were like,
she's back in business, and they kept saying. But I was a little confused because, one thing that my prediction didn't come true was I thought it was going to all tie into John Cena because he was saying best for business. Then Seth Rollins was saying best for business. Then Becky came back as back in business Beck. And I was like, and she's going heel. I was like, this is all going to tie in together. John Cena, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch.
I was buying what you were selling. And I thought The Rock was going to tie in too, because
and
corporate.
Maybe it was supposed to happen. There, there's
he blew that too.
Yeah, The Rock is
Wayne.
abandoned the situation. Apparently, that's the rumor. So maybe that is what was supposed to happen. But regardless, I did predict that Becky would join Seth, and it's pretty cool that she has. So
yeah, agreed.
Yep. And then John Cena just spontaneously went back to babyface, so he's not a part of that mix anymore. But
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, congrats to the Bronze for
congrats, guys.
Picking up the nod on hottest of the heat. Yep. We're proud of you.
We are.
Are we doing it? Are you ready?
No, we're not.
Okay.
Because before that, I'd like to do our Wrestlepalooza picks.
Okay, you want to do that first?
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to dictate.
We're gonna end with a beautiful
things.
Musical performance later, folks.
I know. Well, it's, you know what? I like to go out on the social because it's kind of light and airy,
I'm feeling it.
All right.
Let's go.
Wrestlepalooza predictions, folks. Wrestlepalooza coming up this weekend, September 20th. It's in Indianapolis. And here are the matches. So we have Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, and it is for the vacant Women's World Championship. Who do you think is going to win? And I got to make notes.
I don't love this outcome, but I do think it's going to happen. I think Stephanie Vaquer is going to get the belt. I think it's a lot for somebody that new, but I think it's going to happen. And I think it's going to be because Asuka screws it up for Io, and that's going to build fire to a feud between the two of them.
I totally agree with all of that. I think exactly that's going to happen. I think that they've been pushing Stephanie Vaquer too much to not give her the belt, whether we agree with that being right timing or not. that's what it seems like. Io Sky's also had more time to shine recently. I don't think they're going to give her the belt back right now. And they are building quite a lot with her and Asuka and Kairi Sane. So there's lots of storyline to be had in that area. So
yeah, yep, sweet.
So
we
Stephanie
are aligned.
We're aligned. We're aligned.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is the tag team match between the Usos, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, versus the Vision, the Brawnies, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker.
I mean, I can't see the Usos getting a win here. I just don't see it. They're not strong enough.
Yeah.
They're not. And I would think maybe LA Knight comes out to try and do something. I don't know, either to help or hurt them, but it's going to hurt them, whatever it is, if there's interference. I don't know the ins and outs, but I got to say Braun Bronson.
Yeah, okay. So, don't disagree. But remember we were talking about Jey Uso's potential heel turn and maybe his joining of the Vision.
So yeah, that was the long shot prediction that Alan owns.
Oh yeah.
He had said that he thinks that basically Jay's gonna turn on Jimmy and join the Vision.
Yeah.
And
so I think that's a possibility.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I think that's a viable way for them to lose and still be interesting. And then the Vision doesn't look weak because they've won the match. And Jey Uso gets to go on his heel run. So
depending how he turns on Jimmy, that might give Jimmy some time to go be with Naomi as well, right?
That's true. Yeah, knows? She's time off right now, so
hard to say.
Anyways,
I don't hate that idea.
Ideas.
I think I'm kind of excited at the idea of a Jay heel turn because I'm just kind of done with Yeet movement, Yeet Nation.
Yeah.
Just over it.
Yeet Nation. We're over the intro for sure. I'll tell you that. It takes too long. We turn on the show and wait for 10 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
Next we have the mixed tag team match: CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
So yeah, we talked about this a little earlier. I think, I mean, you would think they're gonna give AJ Lee, after 10 years away, they're gonna give her a win for her first match. But unfortunately for her partner CM Punk, and they don't seem to want to give him anything. So I really don't know. I know I have to pick something. So I'm going to say CM Punk, AJ Lee, because it's not for their belt, for the There's Seth or Becky's belts. I feel like that's the only reason that they'll let CM Punk have a win, is because it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, and it does maybe fuel things for future title matches.
Definitely, yeah.
I think I agree with that. I don't see any way that CM Punk and AJ Lee stay super relevant in storyline if they lose this. So, I will agree with you on that. We're aligned all the way through so far.
Sweet. That doesn't often happen.
No.
Which is not as exciting for you because you love when there's a loser.
I like when there's a winner and a loser. Yeah, I do, but that's okay.
When you said that there had to be a winner or a loser last time, we ended up tying.
I know.
Despite having different choices.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I mean, you didn't get your wish.
Whatevs, All right, next we had Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. This is for the undisputed WWE Championship that Cody currently holds.
Come on.
I know. Drew's not winning.
There's adrenaline in his soul. Okay.
I mean, I love Drew McIntyre, but he's not winning that. But I do predict that Randy Orton will show up. And maybe that's like, quote unquote, why Drew will lose. I say quote unquote because he's going to lose because he's not able to beat Cody Rhodes. But I do think Randy Orton will show up. I think this ropes thing is all part of it.
Perhaps.
Yeah. So, Cody.
All right.
And last but not least, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar in a singles match for nada bragging rights.
I mean,
it's a tough one.
This is crazy hard.
Yeah.
Like, where do you go with this? Like, Brock Lesnar is supposed to come back and be scary and compelling, and
I think Brock Lesnar's going to win.
Like, he's got to,
yeah.
right?
I think Brock Lesnar's going to win. John Cena still has some shows left before he's done. He still has some appearances left. And this will give him kind of like a down before he can kind of work his way back up towards the end. So
I think
he's got to have one last lull here, you know?
That's it. Yeah.
All right. We're going Brock Lesnar. We're aligned all the way through.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see Cena going over in that one. You know, to your point, maybe he gets the better of match 2.
Yeah.
But if there is one, I don't know. I don't know what other stories they're going to drum up in his last 5 appearances.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll just carry this Brock Lesnar thing all the way through, but
they probably should.
Yeah. I hope that they do, because so far they have done some, 2 quick movements with him, and we like a long storyline as WWE
drag it out.
fans. Drag it out. It's that soap opera energy. All right. Well, now we can roll into our last segment.
Well, here we go. The social.
Yeah, that's fun.
Lovely.
I'm doing some choreography to it now. Do you see that?
No, I was getting right into like my mic here.
And, next time you do it, maybe just like turn a little eye towards me, because I do some great choreography.
Well, I'll see it in the view back.
Oh, that's true.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, you can watch the episode. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll tell you again later.
Okie dokie. All right. The social. So, first, Andrade has been released.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really care, but you like him,
I
so
do,
it's a bit of a bummer for you.
I've said this since he came. Like, I think our first Royal Rumble that we watched was like his return to WWE.
Yeah.
And right away, I was like, I like this guy. He's, pretty big dude. He's ripped. He's really good in the ring, does a lot of cool stuff. And just sort of felt right from the get-go that they weren't giving him enough from a story perspective.
Yeah.
Now, granted, his language barrier kind of hinders his mic skills.
For sure.
But there are other people with that same sort of scenario that seem to be finding a way to overcome. I don't know. Just wasn't working out, I guess. And we're not sure if it was his choice or their choice or what.
It's rumored online to actually be disciplinary action. And there was a show a while ago that he apparently had to be removed from backstage. This is, again, rumor that I've read in some articles online.
This is news to me. Hit me.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't really know. It's saying that there was a show backstage where he had to be removed from the building. And then this release, it was stated that it wasn't a mutual release. The decision was made by WWE, and it's rumored to be disciplinary action. Does not say what for. And then Andrade has kind of addressed the release with a social media post, but all he said was, "Thank you, WWE," with a whole bunch of exclamation marks. And there's people speculating that that is a sarcastic thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wonder if it had something to do with Charlotte.
I wondered that too. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, there was no further details on it. So.
Well, good luck to you wherever you end up, Andrade.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't know what happened there. Next on the social, we did already talk about this a little bit, but Tiffany Stratton and her, possible injury during the Jade Cargill match. So apparently she was supposed to be a part of NXT Homecoming. I know that she was on some episodes of NXT maybe last week, and so I think she's in a storyline in that. We don't watch NXT, so I don't really know for sure. But I believe she was on it. She was supposed to be on Homecoming. But after Smackdown, she's not medically cleared. And that makes me nervous, because I hope she's not away from main roster stuff for too long. So.
Yeah. Big Tiffy fans over here.
Yeah.
hope she's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I also hope she's okay. I'm really nervous about it, to be honest, because I think she does so much for the show. For me anyway, I love her.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
Lastly on the social, we talked about this last week. It was more kind of speculation last week, but it has been officially announced by WWE that WrestleMania in 2027 will be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. There was a press conference.
Yeah, pretty controversial. Lot of, I was gonna say mixed feelings. I don't think they're all that mixed. They seem pretty one-sided. Most of what I'm seeing, if not all, is pretty angry.
Yeah.
People aren't thrilled that it's going over there. The hardcore fan base of this company is sort of disallowed from being there. I mean, it's quite the expensive journey if they're going to travel to it. So, I mean, just 41 years of WrestleMania through North America, it's a bit of a shock.
I think also it's the other PLEs that happen in other locations are definitely more apt to have people travel to them. So they're a bit more of an open market. Saudi Arabia, the PLEs that happen there are just really catering to the Saudi Arabian market. Like, there are so many people with, polarized opinions on a lot of things, the safety of going there, issues in the surrounding areas, lots of stuff. So there's a lot of people that either don't feel comfortable going there or don't feel like they can go there. So when they do a PLE there, the rest of the WWE fans of the whole world, other than this, small country,
That's well said. Yeah.
don't get to really participate in it. And for something like WrestleMania, that's the biggest event. That's the Super Bowl of WWE. Putting it in a country where the rest of the WWE fans in the entire world, other than that country, for the majority, feel like they cannot now be a part of it in person is a big deal, I think.
That is a great analogy.
Yeah.
Because it makes me think, okay, so the NFL, they have a weekly game in the UK.
Yeah.
Right? Every week there's a game happens in the UK. If they made an announcement that they were going to run Super Bowl in the UK, good luck.
Yeah.
Like
the Americans are rioting.
Way. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a similar reaction for a similar reason, right? Like, this is kind of, I don't know. It's out there. It's an interesting move.
Yeah, and I think they make a lot of money from it, and it seems to be that
Obviously.
TKO, that's their motivation right now. Where can we make the most money? So that's what they're doing. But it just seems to me, have Crown Jewel there, have other PLEs there, but why WrestleMania? Like, I think to me, WrestleMania should be. I guess they're making it more. I can't say too much because I feel like they're trying to make it more of an international thing now, but I just, to me, that's not the right choice for WrestleMania. I feel like WrestleMania should be home base. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, WrestleMania should be at home, like where WWE started up, where it came from, and that is even us coming from Canada. I'm not even, an advocate for WrestleMania coming here. Like, I think WrestleMania should be in the United States. Always.
It has come to Toronto.
It has, but I'm just saying, I don't even know that I would say that.
I wouldn't be angry if it didn't.
I know, I know, but it would be easy for us to go to it. But I just think it makes the most sense to have WrestleMania, like you said, at home base in the United States. But that's my opinion. So.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, really looking forward to WrestleMania 42.
Yeah.
Not 43 as much.
Yeah.
Because we'll be at WrestleMania 42.
We will. The one other thing I had to note here was that in attendance at the press conference, though, was Liv Morgan.
Our gal Liv.
We've been waiting for Liv Morgan to come back. She hasn't really been a part of any WWE posts that much or part of any events, and she was at this press conference right behind Triple H. So that's a good sign for us.
I think that's a nice bold statement for WWE. Just saying, hey, don't forget, she's
here. She's coming back.
One of our big deals.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneak another piece of the social in on you here that I hadn't talked to you about.
I love it.
So I'm not sure if you know this because we're not huge NXT people, but the general manager of NXT is a character named Ava Raine.
Yes. Yeah, I do know
That's
that.
The Rock's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I only learned that recently.
Wow.
So we are expert wrestling fans, folks.
We learn new things every day, people.
So, anyways, just a bit of social. I'm not going to get into any sort of opinion conversation on this. I'm just kind of telling the story of what's happening. I guess after Charlie Kirk's passing, she took to one of her social media platforms to make a comment regarding, if you want people, I think it was something to the effect of, if you want people to say good things about you when you're gone, you need to say good things when you're here. Something like that.
Okay.
She's taken a lot of flack for that, and a lot of people are calling for her to be fired.
Interesting.
Big movement online for her to be fired. So again, not expressing any opinion either way on this, just kind of telling the news in the WWE world.
I'm not going to touch any opinions on any of this because I don't want that to be out there. But that is interesting for sure.
It's a big deal in the world of wrestling. Like, I mean, she is the general manager. Like, if that was happening with Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce.
Yeah.
Gosh, sorry, Adam. Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be on our radar, far more. But thought it was worth mentioning. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that, see what happens.
I don't know. Does that, if somebody expressed an opinion, like we're not going to get too far into this, but he was an advocate of free speech. I mean, he's, should she lose her job because she said her opinion? I don't know.
We're impartial here at Pop and Heat.
Yeah.
We just hope you enjoyed watching.
Very interesting.
And we hope that you'll watch again next week.
Yeah.
And if you haven't, go back and watch all our episodes.
Yeah.
You can find them
on our episodes?
Well, if you want to watch them.
Yeah, but you normally say that part.
Well, whatever.
Okay. You can find them on YouTube or Spotify or Amazon Music or Audible or Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, see?
I'm not used to even saying
I know. I just wanted to see if you could.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, don't ask me to do
what social medias do we got?
Well, actually, we're on X.
Oh.
We're on Instagram.
Oh.
We're on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
No, we're on our most popular one of all, TikTok.
TikTok. Oh, my gosh. Love TikTok.
Yeah.
All right.
You can find us at Pop and Heat. That's at POPNHEAT.
We got a little loosey-goosey on you for this one.
Yeah, we did.
Hope you enjoyed it.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what we're about. Like we said, hope we see you next week. We'll tell you all about how our predictions turned out.
Yep.
And we'll be bringing you episode 35, which we will pretend is extremely exciting.
It's a milestone.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks for
See you
watching.
next time.
Bye.